Welcome to VC200 training and commissioning part. Here we'll discuss about the operation and usage of VC200 equipment. VC200 is a powerful tool to measure vibration, and it is a pocket type instrument, and you can use single hand, means one hand operated equipment. You can use from left hand and right hand equipment also, and it is a easy to use equipment. No analyst is required to use this equipment. Basic level engineers also can use this equipment. And coming to structure, here is a display 2.4 inches in TFT color LCD display, and LED backlight option is also available. And this is the pushback buttons, so we can call it as navigation buttons to can navigate the screen. And this is the accelerometer. This is the inbuilt type accelerometer, and if you require any external accelerometer, you can also use this external accelerometer. This is the external accelerometer connected with the cable with the length of 1.5 meters. This is the option to connect the external transducer. This is the connector. Like this way you have to connect the external sensor. For removing, we have to push this option, push this button. This is the way to remove the sensor. And it is IP65 rated, and it is very robust equipment, and it is also qualified 1 meter drop test according to IEC standards. And this is the port for communication. We can save 10 ratings in this equipment, and the same ratings we can download to PC also. You can see the ratings in PC as in Excel format only. And this is also used for charge the equipment, and battery of this equipment is lithium ion battery, and minimum battery life is 25 hours, more than 25 hours. And operating temperature of this equipment is -10 to 50 degrees. And back side of this equipment we can see the serial number and IP rating here, IP65 rated, and this is the serial number we can see. And to switch on this equipment, we have to long press this button. This is the power option, power button. Long press it, it will automatically start. And if you want to switch off this equipment also, you have to long press this button. This is the way you have to switch on this equipment. And here in the screen we have 6 options. First one, measurement mode. If you want to measure any readings, you have to enter into this screen and press the button M. And coming to next screen, this is the sensitivity screen. We have to set the sensitivity according to sensor. For external sensor also you have to enter the sensitivity of this external sensor is written here, and inbuilt sensor is also already tuned to 10 millivolt per meter per second square. And settling time of this equipment, you can set the settling time up to 4 seconds, 5 seconds. As per your request, you can set the settling time. Right now I am setting it to 3 seconds only. And next, this is the number of lines option. We have this equipment provides maximum 800 lines. If you want to select averages also, you can select and save this. This is the option for saving the settings. Right now I am setting it to 400 lines and without averages, and I am saving it. The data already saved. And this is the vibration screen, ISO standards. If you want to follow ISO standards, you can select the ISO standards as per your request. This instrument have only 2 options, ISO 10816 and ISO 2372. If you don't want to use this ISO standards, you can select off option also. And this is the screen to view the saved readings. Up to 10 readings we can save into this equipment. We can see 10 readings here. And next, last screen, settings option. Here is the AVD screen. In the settings option we can see 6 screens. AVD screen, first one. Here is acceleration, velocity, displacement. By default I am setting it to velocity. As per your request, you can save these options also, accelerometer and acceleration and displacement. Okay. And there is a peak and peak to peak. Suppose if you don't want to see peak to peak value, you can unselect this peak to peak value. Right now I am setting it to save. I am setting it to default velocity only. And next screen, brightness screen. You can adjust the brightness of this equipment by this way. And information about this equipment. This is the checksum version, and serial number of the equipment 1920028, same like back side of the equipment it is shown here. And next screen, unit screen, you can select as per your request, you can select the units. I am setting it to metric units, and frequency in heads. If you want to see frequency in CPM, you can select the CPM. I'm saving this option. If you want to factory reset this equipment, you can reset this equipment by pushing this button. And this is the time setting option, time and date setting. And coming to measuring mode, first of all we need to set the sensitivity of the sensor. Inbuilt sensor has this sensitivity 10 millivolt per meter per second square, and if you connected external sensor, you have to set this. Right now I am using inbuilt sensor only. And coming to measuring screen, we need to switch on this equipment. Press like this, press totally, don't press like off, press totally. Okay, press totally, and taking it in a horizontal mode, just press the M button. We can see the readings 3.25 mm per second. Okay, and in vertical mode also you can place this and press the button M to measure 1.63 mm per second. Here we can see. Suppose if you want to save this reading, press the left arrow key, saved. Suppose if you want to see the spectrum, right. If you want to see the spectrum, you can you have to press this right arrow key, select the option times. If you want to see the time signal, you have to select the time signal and press the enter button to view the time signal. Suppose if you want to see the spectrum, select this spectrum and press the enter button. Okay, and now I am connecting external sensor here. Starting the equipment, placing the sensor in vertical mode. Okay, press the N button to measure. Here measurement completed. So for the left arrow key, you can save the readings. Start. Right now I already saved one reading. I am setting to second option to save this reading for external sensor reading. External sensor reading also saved in second option. And if you want to see the saved readings, you can you can select this option and you can see the readings. This is the reading with the inbuilt sensor, and by right clicking you can see the spectrum, and this is the external sensor reading, and you can see the spectrum here. Suppose if you want to select any ISO standard, you can select here, and you have to give the part number. According to ISO 10826, we have 4 parts. We can select as per your request. Suppose if your equipment is running around 1500 to 1800 RPM, you can select this part. And for suppose the rigid support, you can select part 3. Likewise, you have to select this part up to part 4. For heavy machineries, we can select part 4. Right now I am setting to part 2. And now we need to measure ISO standard. To measure these ISO standards, you have to go into back to measuring mode, and I am placing the sensor here. Place the sensor like this only, like this. Don't put the sensor like this. Sensor may get damaged. After After 5 seconds I am measuring it. This is the measurement with the ISO standards. You can see the spectrum also. This is the spectrum, and you can save the same reading. In the third option I am saving it. Now you can see the color coding here. If you follow ISO standards only, you can see the color coding. If you don't follow the ISO standards, you can get the color code here. Suppose I am setting it to ISO 2372 and class 1. We have 6 classes here in ISO 2372. According to your equipment and your equipment support, means if you have any rigid support with RPM of around 3000 and kilowatt of the equipment more than 75, you can select class 2 here, and you have to go back to measurement code. I'm placing the sensor in the same way. I'm pressing the button M. You can see the spectrum also. This is the spectrum for ISO 2372. If you want to save the reading, same button we have to press here. This is also showing as green, and these two are showing as blank, because these two are without ISO standard, these two are with ISO standards. Start. By connecting the communication cable here, we can see these saved readings in your PC. And to view the saved spectrum also, we can view the spectrum here by right clicking this button. Suppose if you want to zoom this spectrum, you can zoom by pressing left and right arrow keys. Okay. For spectrum analysis, you have to provide the RPM here by pressing enter button. RPM right now this is equipment running with the 1415 RPM. I am setting it. After setting this, you can see the 1x 2x peaks here. Here it is showing as 1x. And you can zoom this spectrum in the x-axis and y-axis also by press for y-axis you have to press up and down arrow keys like this. For x-axis you have to press left and right arrow keys. Here the frequency will changing, means the x scale will changing. Coming to communication part, you need to download one application from browser. This is the link downloads.spminstrument.com. Here you have to select the option VC data transfer and enter the serial number 19200028. Enter the serial number in product serial number column and download. Here is the downloaded file. Here is the downloaded file. This is the downloaded file, and after extracting it, you can see the folder like this, upload folder. In this you have to install VC drivers first. For vibration checker you have to install VC drivers. This is the way to install these VC drivers. And here is the complete the device driver installation wizard. After seeing this, you have to press the finish button. After that, open this VC application. In this you have to select your instrument, means VC200 or VC200. Here we are using VC200 instrument. VC means vibration checker. And after that you have to connect this communication cable to PC to instrument, and switch on the instrument. After switch on the instrument, select the VC200 option and transfer to Excel file. Select the location where you want to save this readings. I am setting it to desktop. File name is VC2XX, something called 8B. Here is the status, data transferring status showing here in the green color. After finishing this, you can see this your readings. Here is the downloaded readings here. We have 10 slots, means 10 download options available in the instrument. Likewise, we can see the slot options. Here is the slot 1, slot 2, slot 3, slot 4 up to slot 4. I have saved my 4 readings in this equipment. This is the first one, time, date, time, and first reading is acceleration 2.24 meter per second square, and second one is velocity, and third one is displacement. Like this, you can see the save readings in Excel format. Suppose if you want to see readings in this screen only, means in this screen, you have to select this option, transfer to screen option. You can see the readings in this tab, in this screen. Here we have 4 readings saved. This is the 4 readings in this equipment: acceleration unit, velocity unit, and displacement unit. Peak and peak to peak values also we can see in this equipment. Start. So this is about VC200 equipment. I hope this video will help you to use this equipment. Thanks for watching this video. Thank you.